Deimos is not a new character to the world of Siege. This is somebody that we've been working on for over a year. And we wanted to make sure that this character had teeth, that he still remained a villain even when he was captured. We wanted to give him that half cape. We wanted him to mask his identity. He's inspired by Bass Reeves, a historical character who could be a sheriff or an outlaw himself. The character went through a lot of iterations when it came to the mask. We wanted something that kept all of the players guessing who he is, and we went through a dozen of masks that fit the profile of somebody who is always thinking, who is very strategic, and who is going to challenge Rainbow.
This device idea comes from the US military, which has developed a type of nano-flying drone that we always wanted to introduce into Siege. These are flying machines shaped as small helicopters, and they are very fast, hard to see, and they can scan and spy quickly what's going on around and detect an enemy. We wanted a device that could create a link between him and his target, and this piece of technology was the perfect element. And Defender, beware, because when you see this flyer, this is just a matter of time before Deimos shows up.
One by one, every operator dies. That's the promise Deimos made when he made his devastating first appearance last year, and it's a promise he intends to keep. Deimos specializes in hunting down his targets with ruthless efficiency. To that end, he's bringing a collection of small probes called Deathmark trackers. These little machines will seek out their target no matter where they are on the map and relay their location to Deimos and only to Deimos for a period of time. Of course, it can't be said that Deimos isn't the sporting sort. While Deimos' Deathmark tracker is active, he'll reveal his own position to his prey, albeit with slightly less information. He'll also restrict himself to his custom revolver for the duration of the hunt, though as his victims soon find out, that's hardly a disadvantage.
One bites the dust.
To use a Deathmark, Deimos first needs to identify a target. He can do this by having him or his allies scan enemies or their gadgets during the prep phase or action phase. This will add them to Deimos' target list. Deimos can cycle through targets using the alternate ability mode input. Once Deimos has his target, he can use the ability button to toss up one of his Deathmarks and start the hunt. Deimos will start the round with 0 Deathmarks, and then over the course of the round, he will accumulate more until he reaches his maximum of 3. The tracker will take a few seconds to find its target, during which everyone on both teams will be alerted, giving them a chance to prepare for the situation to come. Once the tracker has found its target, the hunt begins, and will continue until either the timer runs out, or Deimos or the target is dead. That said, if Deimos doesn't like the matchup, he can cancel the ability at any time using the gadget button. To help him on his hunt, Deimos has 2 primary options. The first option is the AK-74M. This is a decent assault rifle with a large magazine, for when all you need is to just rain down bullets on the enemy. Alternatively, he can bring the M590A1. This is the SAS shotgun of choice, and a personal favorite of mine. This gun is great for making rotates, or for a quick corner peek. The real prize, though, is the big iron on Deimos' hip, the 44 Vendetta. This brand new revolver is Deimos' signature weapon, and it's easy to see why. In the veteran's hands, it's a fast, accurate, and deadly machine of death. 2 shots from this gun is more than enough to kill anything that moves, and with its clean sights, high destruction, and high mobility, it'll make sure to take down anything in Deimos' path. Deimos comes equipped with either frag grenades or hard breach charges. Frags synergize great with his Deathmarks, allowing him to flush out enemies in entrenched positions. On the other hand, hard breach charges allow Deimos to bear down on a site once he's secured an area. Either way, Deimos will make sure that no one can hide from him. Deimos is a 2 health, 2 speed operator. His balanced approach is made so that he can push aggressively on the enemy without having to worry about taking a stray bullet or 2. Deimos' ability can take one piece of the defender equation off the board, but he can also weaponize the intel that he provides. A coordinated team can use Deimos' exposed position either as bait or as a misdirect. New players will find that Deimos' kit is quite powerful and very effective at hunting down single targets and taking them out. This can be a bit risky in solo play, but if you coordinate with your team and share that intel, you can get a lot of benefit out of it. We can think of operators like Ash, Zofia, Blitz, or Ying. They would all be perfect for that job. Deimos might be able to hunt down operators, but smart defenders will also protect themselves with traps and flanks. Operators who can anticipate or disable traps, like IQ or Thatcher, and flank watch operators, like Nomad and Gridlock, are great additions to make sure that Deimos doesn't have to worry about additional variables on his hunt. Deathmarks are small and fast, making it nearly impossible to avoid once they've found you. However, with the right tech, it is possible to hide from them or avoid them entirely. Gadgets that disable electronics, such as mutes jammers, two-brow Zoto canisters, can help mask an operator's presence, hiding them from a Deathmark tracker before they find them. If you're too late and already getting tracked, these devices can still help you, though they'll only last for the duration of the disabling effect. If the disabling ends before the Deathmark does, then it'll pick up right where it left off. Vigil is uniquely suited to dealing with Deimos. His ability to deny intel also applies to Deathmark trackers. Deimos is a terrifying operator. His ability to control the flow of battle means that nobody is safe. When Deimos is on the board, he's a problem, and he needs to be dealt with.